Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mr. Sanchez here, and thank you for joining me at my virtual open house. Sorry about that. This is the open house for geometry, so period one or three. Let's go ahead and get started. Before we begin, I just want to say hello and thank you for showing up to my open house. You can contact me at luis.sanchez4 at lausd.net or message me on Schoology. My office hours are from Monday 12:40 p.m. to 1:10 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, 2:15 to 2:45 p.m. Feel free to message me on Schoology if you have access to the parent portal. I believe all parents should have access to it. However, I do not know how to set that up, so you'd have to ask the school. You feel free to email me about anything regarding your students. I try to reply within a day. Sometimes I get a little bit behind, maybe 2 days. Yeah, if you need to ask me anything, please feel free to message me over here at luis.sanchez4 at lausd.net. Make sure you include that 4. There's a lot of Luis Sanchez in the LAUSD system, and I am no one of them. Apparently, number 4. Um, or if you want a more personal meeting, make sure to we can set up a Zoom session and we can talk on during my office hours. That's going to be Monday, 12:40 p.m. to 1:10 p.m. Tuesday through Fridays, it's 2:15, 2:45 p.m. right after the last period of the class. First things first, some of you guys might be wondering how your students being graded. Well, my grading criteria breaks down as the following. Homework takes 25% of your grade, classwork 35% of the grade, and assessments being 40% of the grades. My grading scale follows 20% increments. So 80 to 100, that's going to give you a B. 60 to 79 is going to give you a B. No, 80 to 100 is going to give you an A. I'm sorry. 60 to 79% is going to give you a B. 40 to 59% is going to give you a C. 20 to 39% is going to give you the letter D as a grade. And anything below 19 is going to give you a fail. The reason I use this scale is because I think it is more fair to have it provides to get an A, there's 20 opportunities. To get a B, there's 20 opportunities. 20 opportunities for C, 20 opportunities for D, and 20 opportunities for F. Some of you guys might be thinking, Mister, you just said there's 19, so isn't there 19? 0 is a number, and if you go from 0 to 19, that's going to give you 20. This grading scale is just much more fair, I believe, and it gives students a better chance at showing what they really understand. It kind of follows, it's based off the principle of mastery grading, which is the way I grade your students' test or assessments. Students can get 5 scores. So if you get a 4 on your test, that means you have mastered that topic, which means you've received an A. Now, if you receive a 3, that means you're pro. You got level 3. You have a level 3 type of understanding of the material, which means you're approaching mastery, but you're just not quite there. That would be the equivalent of a B. If you receive a 2 on your test, that's around, that's gonna means you're proficient. You know the material just well enough to do it. You still need a little bit more practice to show you're a master, but you have some understanding of the basics, and so that's gonna give you a C. If you get a 1, that means that you're not quite there. You have an idea of what we're supposed to do, but you're having trouble executing some of the math we're going over, and that's the same as getting a D. And a 0 is when you provide no evidence or you missed a mark by a mile. I try to be fair when I grade. Our assessments are tiered, so if you ever want to look at those, you can message me on Schoology and I can send you an example of my test. But yeah, that's basically how we're going to be graded and what the grading scale is like. Next things we've covered. So in our geometry class, we have covered the following topics. We have gone over segments and midpoints, angles and angle bisectors. We have covered the distance and midpoint formulas on the coordinate plane. We've gone over parallel lines and angle relationships regarding parallel lines. We've done slopes of parallel and perpendicular lines. We've been writing equations. We went over the three types of transformations: translations, reflections, and rotations. We've gone over congruent triangles and their congruent criteria. That was our last unit, and the unit we just finished up this week is angle relationships in triangles. Yeah, so that's just some of the stuff we've covered this school year. Here's a screenshot of some student work involving angle relationship in triangles. So our students know that when it comes to the angle relationship in triangles, the sum of all triangles is equal to, of all angles in the triangle is equal to 180. You can see that. So 82 plus 45 plus 6x plus 11. That's what the student has wrote. and their job is to solve for x. So they're minus one. They know 82 plus 45 plus 6 is negative 182. 182. So they subtracted 182 from here, I believe, and actually, I think there might be some mistake in this work, but there's some work we're doing. We're still solving for x like in traditional sense. Here we're going over the exterior angle theorem, where we know this angle is equal to the sum of angle D plus angle C. So we'll call that x plus 50 is equal to 130. You want to get x by itself, subtract 50 from both sides, then you're gonna get x is equal to 80. So this missing angle is 80 degrees. So learning is going on in our classroom, right? This is a screenshot of a student going over matching his congruence criteria. We had different cards, and he matched the side angle side cards together, the angle side side, um, the side, the angle side angle, and angle side. I'm blocking the student name just because I didn't want the student to feel like I'm calling him out. But he got the answers right. The goal was to combine our congruence criteria with the appropriate image that shows it. So that's what the student did, and they did a good job at it. Using Desmos. All right, there's some more work involving Desmos right here. We had students explain why the following triangles are congruent. So are these triangles congruent? So what congruence criteria tells you? Students were able to take a moment and tell me, they think it's based on the side criteria. So SSS means side. They share the same line and the same length. So they're basically saying the lines and the lengths are the same, so they're the same. They have the same angle, so students are showing their level of understanding. And learning has been going on. I use Desmos. There's multiple ways to use this in the classroom, and this is just a couple of ways that I've been using it. I wish I had more examples, of some of them have been, but I don't have more. But things that we do need to cover this semester, we have kites, trapezoids, dilations, properties of similar figures, the similarity criteria, Pythagorean theorem, converse of the Pythagorean theorem, special triangles, similar special triangles refers to 30, 40, 30, 60, 90 triangles, and 45, 45, 90, and their special properties. We have similar right triangles that we're going to go over, and the trigonometric ratios and how to use those ratios. And if more time allows us, we might go into more detail. But that's kind of where we're headed towards right now. And how can student improve grades? That's something parents always ask me. What can my student do to improve my grade? To improve the grade. So in my class, we have basically like an open door policy when it comes to late work. If you do your work, you're gonna get credit. You're gonna get full credit. You're not gonna get partial. So if your child has a low grade and you want them to improve it, make them turn in any missing work, and they'll get full credit. Students can also attend after-school tutoring, which is offered Monday through Thursday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Students will have to contact me for the link to tutoring, since we don't just give that out for fear of Zoom bombing, as that is still a thing that we have to watch out for in these times. But that's basically it, guys. Thank you for coming to my open house. I just want you guys to remember, students can turn in late work and get full credit. This is not something that every teacher offers. I offer it because I know these are tough times, and for one reason or another, you weren't able to do your work. So if a student really wants to put in the effort and try and catch up, then I will grade it and give you full credit. If that's what you deserve. If you want to get half the material right, then you get half credit, right? And if you need to contact me, parents, please feel free to contact me at luis.sanchez4 over at lausd.net. It's a pleasure teaching your children. They're all great kids. I have no problem with any students. Thank you. I know some of them for over a year, and I'm just glad to see them grow. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, please have a nice day. It's been Mr. Sanchez, and enjoy spring break if you're a student watching this. Bye bye.